Well, folks, in today's video, we're going to be unboxing this mega lot of HO scale locomotives I picked up off of eBay. This is an unboxing which I've been meaning to do for quite a long time now. I bought this lot back in February, and just with everything that's been happening, I never got a chance to open it up. But today's the day that we finally get to see what's inside this box. And to be completely honest, it's been so long, I don't entirely remember what's even in here, so it's going to be kind of a surprise for me too. Anyway, let's not wait any longer. Let's open this thing up and see what we've got inside. I'm pretty curious, to be honest. Anyway, let's begin. Alright, and here we are inside. I think this is all just card to help protect all of the locomotives, and there they all are. Let's begin unwrapping each one. So the first thing we seem to have is just an old AHM drive. It's all intact, so this could all be useful parts, but as you can see, there's no shell, so I'll have to see. I might actually have a shell for this, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I think I'll put all the engines right here too, just so that we can see exactly what we got. This looks to be, I think, an FP40 of some kind. Yep, a lifelike Amtrak FP40. I already own a Bachmann version of this, so it'll be interesting to compare those two. But yeah, that looks like a nice engine. These are not terribly fancy by any means, but they are kind of reliable in terms of starting back up. We'll see if this one will be able to run. I don't know the working order of any of these engines, so we will have to test them at some point. I think right here we've got yet another lifelike engine. I don't know what this would be, a GP9 maybe, in the Santa Fe War Bonnet paint scheme. Pretty sharp little engine, probably made in about 2005 or so. And I think this is yet another pancake-driven model, although I was going to say I thought this one was going to be a Bachmann, but it is yet another lifelike. A lot of lifelikes in this one. And then we've got this right here. Is this possibly a Burlington route? It is a Burlington locomotive, and this is a Taiko Mantua, which is nice. It's actually got a 5-pole motor in it. This can be a decent kind of engine, actually. These old Mantuas are way better than their newer power torque counterparts. So yeah, we'll have to see. That one's probably got a decent shot at actually running. And then right here, I think it's an LNN. Ah, yes. We got an LNN C-liner. This is kind of in rough shape. I don't know what happened to this. Looks like the front truck is loose. It's got a lot of rust. This one's definitely going to need some work. It's, yeah. Well, anyway. I think this is another lifelike engine, probably a chassis system. Not sure what kind of engine specifically it is. Let's see. Yeah, another lifelike chassis system locomotive. I believe I already own one of these. This one looks to have been actually ran recently, you can tell by the wheels. And it overall looks to be in relatively decent shape. It's got all the handrails, so that's nice. It's even got the horns. Not too shabby. I think this is an AHM of some sort. No, I was wrong. It's a Bachmann. I think it's a U-boat, and this is one of their old pancake-driven ones. Luckily, it's not one of the ones that has the zinc frame, so we'll probably be able to revive this one if it's not a runner. I don't know, but a lot of these do suffer from the nylon gear issues that the older Bachmanns tend to have. So this one will probably run in the most likely case, but it might make a clicking noise. Anyway, on to the next layer. It's like a box of chocolates, ain't it? Anyway, let's see what we got here. I think this is one of those ridiculously shiny chrome Bachmann engines from the 80s. Let's have a look. Yeah. This one's not in very good shape, though. Huh, it feels really light, too. I think somebody must have removed the weights from it. Yeah, this is not terrific. The chrome all looks to be in okay shape. I think it just needs to be polished a little bit, but yeah, it's not fantastic. I think this is maybe a lifelike right here. No, it's a Taiko. So it's a Taiko Santa Fe Super Chief. I don't know what kind it is. This one may actually have a 5-pole in it. Looks like it has the traction tires with it as well, so yeah, this one's got a decent shot. I've worked on this kind of engine before. So there's another Super Chief. Ooh, I think we got another Santa Fe, although this is the one in the dark blue and yellow paint scheme. I'm quite a big fan of this paint scheme, honestly. I think this is a Revell right here. No, it's a Taiko Mantua, but it's in really bad shape. Oh boy. This one could be a challenge to get going again. I don't know what somebody's done to this, but you can see that this is all out of place. Interestingly enough, it's actually got screws holding it in place. Usually there are rivets here, and this part's made of plastic, whereas I think they're usually made out of metal. Oh, it's not a Mantua Taiko, it's just a regular Taiko. That's interesting. I think this was a transition era between Taiko Mantua into the Power Torque era. I think this is kind of what they had in between. Be interesting to see. I doubt this is going to run, but we might be able to get it going. Those 5-pole motors can be kind of tough. Ooh, I think this is a Santa Fe as well, another F unit. Yes, it is. This is a pretty unique paint scheme. I got a Bachmann set earlier this year, and it had a similar paint scheme to this. Although this one is another Taiko. Sort of in rough condition. I should mention that this was a parts or repair lot, so it is, you know, very likely that a lot of these are going to need quite a bit of work before I can get them going again. This one right here I think is a dummy. Probably a dummy B unit. Yep. Looks to be in okay shape. It's missing its weight, but yeah, overall, not too much can really go wrong on a dummy unit, obviously. Now down here we got something that looks sort of interesting. What is this? I'm sure it's an engine, but it feels super light. I think it's Burlington Northern of some sort. This has got to be a dummy engine, though. Yeah, it's a Burlington Northern Sea-Liner. This is pretty odd. Needs a lot of cleaning, as you can see. I don't know, maybe it was involved in a flood. It's always something that I find kind of fascinating, is whenever you get these old engines, you never know what the history is, which can also mean the condition can be troublesome, but you get what you pay for. What in the heck? Is this a Penn Central? No, it's a Pennsylvania Railroad. I have never seen one of these before. What the heck? Radio equipped. I can't tell if this is something somebody might have custom made. I don't know. Just the way this decal's applied right here and everything. Something just seems a little different about it. You can see too, it looks like something might have been painted over, so I'm gonna guess this is custom made. But who knows? If anybody does know anything about this, if they actually did make these, let me know. I'd be curious to find out more about them, but I don't know, even just looking at the paint job, it's a little wavy. I think this was somebody's project. It's kind of cool looking though. I like the kind of rough look. Anyway, I think this is the last and final locomotive, so we'll have a look at whatever that is. Oh, it's a Spirit of 76, and it's in really bad condition. Yeah, it doesn't even have its rear truck. It's funny, usually the power truck is the one that's missing because it's obviously a lot more valuable, but doesn't appear so in this case. I wouldn't be surprised if this drive is seized, to be completely honest, because this looks kind of rusted out, but it's not inconceivable that we could get this one going again. I'm not sure if this one has the special decal on it too. I couldn't identify it, but I know that some of these are actually somewhat rare. This is probably not one of them, but hey, if you know if this is one of the special ones, please let me know in the comments. Anyways, that's going to be about it for today's video. I am really thrilled with all of these new project engines. We'll have to test them out pretty soon and figure out what out of this lot actually works. A lot of it is going to need some maintenance, undoubtedly, even if it does run, but still, you know what? It's not that bad. Everything for the most part is intact. So I think with just a little bit of work, they could be riding the rails once again. Anyways, with that, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching.